So Karan called me and he's like, we are doing season 3 and you have to be in the season. And immediately I called up my mother. And she was like, you should do it. Riddhima Kapoor.
Riddhima Kapoor is entering acting.
Bollywood Wives के साथ आपकी लाइफ में भी कुछ ऐसा चेंज आया है?
हाँ, I got mobbed for the first time. But this time I was traveling, I was at the airport. I had like 15 people, we want pictures, we loved it. That love, it was so beautiful.
तो मतलब मजा आ रहा है?
बहुत बड़ा मजा आ रहा है.
मतलब सीजन 4 भी आ रहा है. तो अभी तो प्रैक्टिस हो गई है. तो अभी
जी थोड़ी बहुत.
तो मूवीज में आने का प्लान है. तो मैं कैमरा लेके.
I think that would be easier, getting a script and like literally then shooting. But that is very easy for me because I was a kitabi keeda.
Okay, so if you have to bring one person in Delhi team, who would that be?
But I'm also Mumbaikar because I'm actually sitting on the fence. I'm half Mumbaikar, actually more of a Mumbaikar. Born in Mumbai, grew up in Mumbai, education there. So matlab I love vada pav. In all my life I've shopped at Fashion Street, Mumbai, Colaba Causeway. They were like literally like my most favorite shopping streets.
I thought celebrity kids थोड़े अलग होते होंगे, but I can feel कि नहीं हमारी तरह ही होते हैं.
Yeah. I used to play cricket, with my friends, my brother's friends. हम एक साथ खेलते थे. बड़ा मजा आता था.
तो टीम वर्क सीखा है ना वहाँ से, जो अभी काम आ रहा है इसमें.
जी.
Since I'm a huge fan of Rishi Ji, and if you have to describe him in one word, what would that be?
Strong. He never gave up.
Like his last movie, Sharmaji Namkeen.
जी, in spite of being so unwell, वो काम कर रहे थे. पर नहीं, मुझे मूवी खत्म करनी है. I have to fulfill my commitment. I have to finish this project.
तो आज का पॉडकास्ट बहुत ही स्पेशल है मेरी लाइफ में, क्योंकि आज जो गेस्ट हमारे साथ हैं वो आइकॉनिक कपूर फैमिली से बिलोंग करते हैं. वो उनके लिए बहुत ही इजी था फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में स्टेप इन करना और अपना करियर इजीली चूज़ करना, लेकिन उन्होंने ऐसा नहीं किया. शी इज़ अ सक्सेसफुल एंटरप्रेन्योर, शी इज़ अ मदर, शी इज़ अ ज्वेलरी डिज़ाइनर, and not just this, she's also a yoga instructor. Please welcome Miss Riddhima Kapoor with us today.
Hello.
On Bhavishyawaani.
Thank you for having me here.
It is so nice to have you.
Likewise, ditto. बहुत खुशी हुई आपसे मिलके finally. So I'm really happy to be here.
Okay. तो मुझे मतलब इतनी
By the way,
excited.
I'm not an instructor. I only do yoga. I practice yoga every day. I wish I was an instructor, but I strive to be one. But abhi ke liye I only do yoga.
I think whoever knows yoga is an instructor for me. क्योंकि मुझे बिल्कुल नहीं आता. So if you can teach me even one step, you are an instructor.
Post podcast done.
We are going to do Shavasana.
The best.
With
And you
Kalyani.
forgot to introduce Kalyani.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
हमारा star.
Let me introduce Kalyani with us.
हाँ, Kalyani Sahni.
Kalyani the Shih Tzu.
5-year-old. जी.
Okay. तो सबसे पहले तो मुझे ये पूछना है कि why not acting? सबसे पहले मतलब कपूर फैमिली इज फेमस कि अभी अगर कपूर खानदान का खून दौड़ रहा है आपके रगों में, तो एक्टिंग तो मतलब बिना सीखे आ जाती है.
फिलहाल तो समारा को मूवीज ज्वाइन करनी है. Like she tells me every day, Mama, I want to act, and she's only 13. But you never know. Tomorrow she may wake up and say कि मामा मुझे डॉक्टर बनना है या मामा मुझे कुछ और करना है. So I tell her that समारा आप अपने आप स्कूल खत्म कर लो, कॉलेज कर लो, उसके बाद आपको जो करना है I will be with you and I will support you. So वही शायद join कर ले. You never know. But coming back to your question, I don't know actually why I didn't join the movies. I recently did a series and it was reality.
Yeah.
But I think it's also, it's your journey. Everyone has their own unique journey. So I guess it was a calling perhaps. It was Karan Johar's calling. He called me and I was like, let's go for it.
तो कैसा लगा फिर वो सीरीज करके?
बहुत अच्छा लगा. To be honest, मैं आपको एक बात बताती हूँ. I'm a very private person.
Yeah.
So I tend to keep a lot of things to myself. I don't really open up to people. I don't even socialize. I barely socialize. I enjoy my family around me. Family time is me time for me. मुझे तो that air kissing, hello darling, how are you, बिल्कुल नहीं पसंद. I can't exchange pleasantries and all. I just don't like. You should see me with my friends. What's up? Hi. It's like we are a house on fire. We can like literally, we are a riot. We can bring the house down. You know? So I'm like that. So I was like, हाँ तो कर दिया मैंने, you know, for this series, but मैं करूँगी क्या? What do I do? You know? And especially for something that is, you know, not scripted. So you have to think, you have to act accordingly. Act, matlab, you are your own script writer. So you have to be engaging, you have to make it interesting, and you have to provide that, you know, that drama or whatever. And you just keep it should not look too boring, you know, and they did too vanilla, you know, as we say. So that was a little like, what am I going to do? Will it be interesting? I'm a very simple person, you know, kya karu main? But so in the beginning, it was hard because again, we are opening, you know, our homes to the viewers, our lives to people. I'm literally like, you know, introducing my family to everyone. Matlab, my husband, my child. So it was sort of like a little overwhelming. But I think then eventually and gradually I warmed up, and we all warmed up to the camera, and we actually got used to it, and then it was a joyride.
Wow.
Yeah.
तो अगर suppose you said कि समारा को acting में career choose करना है, आपको उससे problem है? Yeah, you'll be happy if she becomes an actress one day.
I really don't mind. She can be whatever she wants. Like whatever she wants to do, I will be with her. You know, I will be right behind her. I will support her. I will do everything in my capacity to, you know, to help her fulfill her dreams. And that said, today she wants to be an actress.
Yeah.
Tomorrow she may want to be a singer. She sings really well though. So she may want to be a singer. I keep telling her, like, Samara, pursue singing. You know, you have such a beautiful voice. You know, you should do that. Play an instrument. But sunna to hai nahi, mama, I want to act. Like, chalo, theek hai, we'll see.
क्योंकि मुझे याद है, so before starting this podcast series, I was also a very private person. मुझे बिल्कुल शौक नहीं था कि मैं कैमरा के आगे जाऊँ and you know I'll tell everybody कि मुझे ये पसंद है वो पसंद है. And after I came, you know, after I started this, उसके बाद मुझे इतने सारे comments आ रहे हैं कि ओ आपकी लाइफ में ये कैसे है वो कैसे है, मैंने आपको जिम में देखा, some random guy. And then तो मेरी लाइफ थोड़ी सी चेंज हो गई. नाउ आई हैव टू बी कॉन्शियस कि मुझे ये नहीं करना है वो नहीं करना है, बिकॉज पीपल आर वॉचिंग मी, सो मेनी पीपल आर वॉचिंग मी. बॉलीवुड वाइव्स के बाद आपकी लाइफ में भी कुछ ऐसा चेंज आया है?
हाँ, I got mobbed for the first time. Like I have seen my parents get mobbed, my brother, sister-in-law, like everyone. But this time I was traveling, I was at the airport. And I swear, I had like 15 people, we want pictures, we loved it. So that love was so beautiful, you know, that I received. It was just, I was like, really? And they were like, yes, we loved you. And, you know, all those compliments were just, was just amazing. Yeah.
तो मतलब मज़ा आ रहा है?
बहुत बड़ा मज़ा आ रहा है. I don't lie. बड़ा मज़ा आ रहा है.
तो मतलब season 4 भी आ रहा है?
Hopefully. Inshallah.
Okay. So after you know stepped into this, after you decided कि अब तो हमें Bollywood vibes करना है, how was Neetu ma'am's reaction? I want to know that.
So I'll tell you something. So Karan called me and he's like, you know, we are doing season 3 and you have to be in the season, and you know we are bringing Delhi in.
Yeah.
I was like, अच्छा. पहले तो I was like, really? He's like, yes, really. So I was like, okay. So मैंने, like I said, मैंने हाँ तो कर दी. Then immediately I called up my mother.
Yeah.
I was like, Mama, Karan called me and he's offered me season 3. What should I do? And she was actually very super excited for me. And she was like, you should do it. And why not? You know, go for it. I was like, चलो ये भी करके देख लेती हूँ. I was like, okay, done. So she was really excited. And when the season dropped, she binge watched it in one day.
अच्छा.
Yeah, I had to fly back, so I couldn't watch it with her, but she watched it non-stop.
But she's so graceful. I've seen, I think, almost all her movies. और हमेशा से मतलब मेरे पैदा होने से पहले से ही she's working. I guess she's working since she was 5 or 6.
Yeah, दो कलियाँ.
हाँ.
She played double role ना, that in दो कलियाँ जुड़ना.
तो इतने टाइम से काम कर रहे हैं एंड शी इज़ सो ग्रेसफुल. आई एम श्योर कुछ वैल्यूएबल लेसन उन्होंने आपको दिया होगा बिफोर यू एक्चुअली साइंड दिस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट.
हमेशा से, नॉट इवन व्हेन आई साइन दिस, जनरली लाइफ का लेसन, यू नो, ऑलवेज be real, be honest. You know, she's always taught us to be completely honest about everything. I don't lie. That's one thing I am proud of, that I never lie. I'm very blunt. It may get me into trouble at times, but it's okay. You know, at least I don't lie about things. So I keep it real. I'm a very honest person like that. I will not fake it, you know. So she's always said that, you know, whatever you do it wholeheartedly, you know, and be true to yourself. And that's exactly what I teach my daughter as well. So yeah.
But कई बार प्रॉब्लम्स नहीं आ जाती ऑनेस्ट होने में या
होती है, but you have, I mean, I rather be honest than sleep over a lie. So it's lying is not in my DNA. I mean, I cannot lie.
Right. Bollywood Wives में आई एम श्योर कि बहुत सारे कैमरास प्लेस कर देते हैं हर जगह पे.
वही ना. See, I'm used to the camera. Like I've done the Kapoor Sharma show, and also cameras and all. I was used to. But the thing is, when you see like 10 different cameras or maybe more, 50 people together in your house, all over the place, hair team, makeup team, that gets you a little like, oh gosh, now what? You know, sign तो कर दिया, हाँ तो बोल दिया, अब क्या करूँ? You know, so that got me a little like, okay, you know, now I have to, I'm in it. That got me a little intimidated, nervous, but then as I said, gradually I just warmed up to the whole process.
Since you are also a private person, मुश्किल हुआ होगा ना starting में तो?
हाँ, मुश्किल तो हुआ था, but then time लगा, but I have enjoyed the process. I have thoroughly, you know, लोगों को लगता है बड़ा आसान है, इन लोग तो क्या लंचेस करते हैं, हॉलीडेज पे जाते हैं. नहीं भाई, ऐसा तो बिल्कुल नहीं है.
झेलना पड़ता है.
अरे not झेलना, it's a lot of hard work. It's actually hard work because one, तो there is no script. So you are, like I said, your own script writer. You have to think of what to do and what to do next to keep the viewers engaged, you know. And literally, even if we were traveling, we literally get off the plane, hair and makeup team, they are standing there waiting for us. We get ready, cut to, we are in the scene. Like I still remember Karwa Chauth time. सुबह हमने, मेरा पहला सीन था at about 10:30, तो obviously hair and makeup 2 घंटे पहले, you know, सीन से पहले सेटअप के लिए सब आ गए थे, हमारी क्रू सब आ गई थी, सेटअप किया उन्होंने, हेयर मेकअप भी शुरू हो गया, तो we started rolling at about 10:30, 11 all day until midnight. We were shooting.
Oh my God.
So we literally had 2 or 3 scenes that day, back to back. You know, different change, different hair, different makeup. So it gets difficult, you know, especially when you're not used to that life.
Yeah.
So kudos to my family and to everyone out there who have, you know, who are in it and who are used to it now. But it was hard. It was hard for sure.
अभी तो प्रैक्टिस हो गई है, तो अभी
जी थोड़ी बहुत
तो मूवीज में आने का प्लान है. तो मैं कैमरा जैसे आई रियली वांट टू सी यू इन मूवीज. अभी तो कैमरास की आदत हो गई है, तो चलो कहीं से भी कुछ भी, यू नो, यू कैन जस्ट पुट इट.
I think that would be easier, you know, getting a script and, you know, like literally then emoting.
Yeah. But then you have to, you know, read it, learn it, and then perform, I think.
But that is very easy for me because I was क्या बोलते हैं, I used to mug things up. हाँ, तो मैं
I was very bad at it.
मैं तो रटती थी.
अच्छा.
Literally रटती. I was a किताबी कीड़ा.
अच्छा. How many marks did you get in your 10th boards and 12th boards?
No, I was a good student.
Okay.
अभी the thing is, you know, I was one of those, you know, typical nerdy. You know, मतलब बस पढ़ाई करनी है, टीचर का पेट बन के बैठना है. मतलब, you know, I wanted to be the teacher's pet.
Okay.
Miss, you know, that I was like that. So I was very studious and Samara मेरे को मुझे बोलती है ना, तो मम्मा, you तो never had any fun in your life. You were always studying, so studious, so you were very nerdy. I said, but I was a proud nerd, and I'm very happy that I was what I was. I don't care.
But then because of that only, I guess you had that courage to not step into, you know, what everybody is doing and then start your own thing.
I think there's a time for everything, you know, like there's a time for certain, like today I said yes to this because I know Samara is older, you know, she's a teenager. Of course she needs me, I'm there for her at the drop of a hat. Like for me, family comes first, and I've always maintained that, you know, family before everything. So, and even today when Samara comes back home from school, I make sure she never comes back to an empty house. I have to be there. So I will finish all my commitments, meetings, if I have collaborations, everything beforehand, before she comes home, because I want to be there for her. And that's exactly what my mother did. My mother left her flourishing career at the age of 20, at a very young age, and she married my father. She left movies just to be a stay-at-home mom because she wanted to be around us, you know. So I do the same thing, you know, with Samara. I was in Mumbai and I knew Samara has exams, you know. It's different that because of pollution that there is online school. But I took Samara with me to Mumbai. I packed her books. I was like, Samara, Mama has an event, but I can't leave you alone, you know, in Delhi. Because my husband was traveling, my mother-in-law was traveling. Fortunately, my mother-in-law is, you know, she stays with us. I mean, we all stay together. We stay with her rather. But she was traveling, I couldn't leave her alone. So I had to take her with me. It's different that she didn't study, but
she's not as nerd as you.
Not at all. Not at all. I have to push her to study. But anyway, so I took her with me to Mumbai and I was like, Samara, you need to study. You have exams going on. And there were 2-3 more events which I couldn't do. And I came back and I was like, I need to be with you and you need me. I mean, she definitely needs me because exams are on, you know. So yeah.
So I'm so happy that you said yes to our podcast.
No, 100%. Huge fan, yaar. I've seen all your podcasts.
Really?
Yeah, of course, yes.
Oh my God, ये तीनों कैमरे से record हो रहा है.
जी. Huge fan. And I don't lie, so yeah.
Yes.
You did a podcast with Saina. I've seen that as well, so yeah.
Oh my God. इसको दोबारा record करो. Okay, fine.
Huge fan. But yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And this is your first podcast.
Yes, it's my first. Like I've done interviews and all, but first
Podcast is first.
जी.
ठीक है. अभी तो हम stamp paper पे लगा के अपने wall पे लगवा
with
देंगे.
bhabs. Bhavishya.
Okay. So since I'm a huge fan of Neetu ji, your mother, and of course Rishi ji, and I'm also very, you know, afraid of him क्योंकि मैंने सुना है ऐसा. I've never met him or seen him in person, but then मैंने सुना है कि वो किसी को डांट देते हैं ना तो मतलब
he loves you.
Yes.
तब प्यार वाली डांट
जब से ये सुना है ना मैंने, तब से मेरे दिमाग में था कि यार एक बार बस ऋषि जी की डांट खानी है. That was it.
मुझे भी खानी. That's why I miss him so much. You know, I miss all that. Like हम इतना झगड़ते नहीं थे, but we used to have our, you know, that little banter. You know, like Dad used to call me, why are you not picking up my phone? I've called you so many times. Something on that, and then Mama used to call me if Dad was not listening. You know, if he wasn't allowed to eat something, and you know he'd have that. Mama used to call me, see, he's had that. Then I used to, you know,
scold him.
Not scold him. I used to be like, Papa, you know, like you have to listen to Mom. You know, it's good for you. You can't have all these things. I miss all that.
Yes. If you have to describe him in one word, what will that be?
Strong. I'll tell you what. Thing is, you know, he was very unwell, but my dad was somebody who wanted to fulfill all his commitments. You know, he never gave up.
Like his last movie. Sharmaji Namkeen.
Ji, last movie also. He was so unwell. Delhi में winter थी that time. But he was working.
Okay.
In spite of being so unwell, वो काम कर रहे थे. That नहीं मुझे movie खत्म करनी है. I have to fulfill my commitment. I have to finish this project, you know. But I guess, you know, his health was deteriorating, and then he had to be admitted, and he couldn't finish that movie. And Paresh ji very graciously, and he completed the movie, you know, for him.
Okay, let's describe Neetu ji in one word.
My mom.
Cheerful, I would say that.
Cheerful, but she's an iron lady. She's dealt with a lot, and she's dealt it with, I mean, her strength is something else. Like literally, I mean, I can't do half the things she has done, you know. Especially, you know, when my dad was unwell, the way she was with him. I call her my iron lady.
मुझे याद है during COVID, I was with my grandma. I was working in Reliance, but because COVID था तो सबको work from home था, so I was staying with her. She had cancer, and we were very hopeful that she will recover, even though she was, 75. But then doctors were saying that she will recover because medicines were showing results, and we were very happy that okay, she's recovering. And that was the moment that COVID hit her, and we lost her because of COVID. And I know how I handled that anxiety and that state of COVID. Then I could see the world suffering. Everybody was on road. We were not able to arrange, oxygen cylinders. Somehow we could manage one or two. But then it was a very bad time.
It was a very bad time.
Yes.
I couldn't even go back. I couldn't fly back. I couldn't see my father.
Yeah.
You know, the person you love most in the world. He's going. He's gone rather, and I can't even be there. It was the worst time, and I guess for everyone, yeah. But for me as a daughter, I mean, I honestly wish no other, daughter, son, no one has to go through what I went through.
Maybe because he didn't want you to,
That's
see
what they
him.
say. That's what they say. But then I too did now. I too wanted to see him, for one last time. But I guess,
Were you more close to your mother or Ranbir?
My mom, definitely. I mean, mom is someone I need to and I have to speak with every single day. हम रोज एक साथ चाय पीते हैं. चाय से याद आया, you want to have chai or something? You want to have something? देखो मेरे घर पे you have to eat and drink. Nobody leaves my house without eating or drinking something.
No, I'm very inspired from you. I'll do yoga and all. I'm not going
podcast
to.
की बात कर रहे हैं.
And I also know that you can't drink tea 1 hour before, your yoga class.
चलो.
So I leave that. I have water.
ठीक है.
After doing Shavasana, we'll have coffee. And
Shavasana, really? But anyway, जी तो mom के साथ मतलब रोज I have chai with her every day over FaceTime. No matter where we are, what we are doing. First call goes to my mother in the morning. कि मम्मा क्या हो रहा है and what's happening and what's the latest and typical mother-daughter conversation.
My mom is still calling me. Podcast start हो गया. How is Riddhima?
So sweet. But that's what moms are all about. They're the sweetest. Like seriously, I'm the closest
to your mom.
To my mother. Yes. Mom is. I mean now I mean mom is all I have. And I will do everything in my capacity to make her happy. And to just make sure that she's happy doing whatever she wants to. Whether she wants to travel, whether she wants to do movies, whatever she wants to do, we are with her.
But I also know that you are married to a very lovely person.
Yes.
And you have dated for, I think, 5-6 years before getting married.
Yeah, about 4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years.
Gee, 4 or 5 years, and we had graduated at the time, and my father, he really liked him and everything, but he was like, you start, because obviously he was in the family business. So once he started and everything, couple of years later, my dad was like, okay, get married. So it was.
अभी कितना time हो गया आपकी शादी को?
18 years, yeah.
18 years.
जी, January में 19 हो जाएंगे.
So almost 23 years now since you
I've known him, yes. So we know each other inside out.
झगड़े नहीं होते?
नहीं होते. I'm telling you, नहीं होते झगड़े. मतलब नहीं, झगड़े बिल्कुल नहीं होते. सच में बोल रही हूँ. Disagreements, like arguments, छोटी-छोटी बातों पे, mostly Samara को लेकर, because he loves to spoil Samara, and I'm the one who has to discipline, थोड़ा सा वो रखना पड़ता है. because she's our only child, end of the day. So iPhone लेके दिया इसको. I said, but why? You know, she's too young right now. But ठीक है, father's love for his daughter. तो समारा के ऊपर काफ़ी arguments होते हैं, but then no like major fights or anything.
Wow.
Yeah. Touch wood again.
Touch wood, yes. Because I know मेरे जितने भी friends हैं, I'm single.
Oh yeah.
I'm happy. But मेरे जितने भी friends हैं, like they take 2 seconds and they fight over. They can fight over anything.
वो कहते हैं ना कि क्या प्यार दोस्ती है, and I completely agree with that. You have to be your partner, your husband's best friend. That is most important. I feel in a relationship, communication and respect goes a long way. You have to respect your partner. You can, like my mother always told me, another thing that I forgot to tell you is never cross that line of respect with your partner. That is very, very important. Always respect your partner. You know, and if that respect goes na, everything else is
Love
lost.
से ज़्यादा important है, I think, respect.
हाँ, and
प्यार तो चला जाता है क्या शादी के बाद नहीं?
प्यार तो is there, but you have to communicate. You need to, you need to be vocal about things. Tell your partner how you feel. Never sleep on a fight. That's what we don't do.
But he's also from a different background.
Ji.
You are from a film industry. You know everybody in the
Yes.
industry, and he is totally from a totally different background.
Business background, yeah.
तो ऐसे एडजस्ट करने में प्रॉब्लम नहीं होती कि यार इनका वे ऑफ थिंकिंग और वे ऑफ लिविंग बहुत डिफरेंट है और मेरा वे ऑफ लिविंग बहुत डिफरेंट है?
My husband is very easygoing.
Really?
Very easygoing. He loves my mother. He loves my family a lot. Like he considers them like his own, as I do. You know, like even my husband only has his mom. Like his dad passed away a couple of years ago. I love my mother-in-law. I think she's amazing. The way she is with Samara also. Whenever I have to travel and if I have to leave Samara, I know my mother-in-law is there to take care of her.
Wow.
You know, she's amazing. So I'm blessed with a beautiful family. And no, the thing is, you know, my husband actually tends to bring tends to bring work home, you know. But I've made this rule that dining table pe I will not allow phones or any gadgets.
That's a very nice rule.
That is मतलब we need to chat यार as a family.
Exactly.
तो रोज रात को my mother-in-law lives downstairs, so she comes up, you know, so we all have dinner together.
Okay.
You know, after, because she also goes to office, so she comes back and we all have dinner together. So we talk about Samara and like how Samara, we'll ask her questions like how was your day and what did you do and this and that. So that's one thing that I have like said, no gadgets, no phones, nothing on the table, phones off. So we get our family time. Yeah, so he enjoys that and he also respects the fact that he should not bring work home because Samara hates talking shop. Like she'll keep telling like Bharat and my mother-in-law, please let's not talk about office enough, because when the two of them are together, my mother-in-law and Bharat, they talk a lot about, you know, office में क्या हुआ था, इसने ये किया, उसने वो किया, merchandiser, this, that. So Samara gets fed up. Samara's like, please, not at dinner. I'm like, Sam, I agree. Chalo, now we'll talk about you. No, but he's very easygoing that way, you know.
But ऐसा mother-in-laws के बारे में सुनने को बहुत कम मिलता है.
जी, no, she's lovely. She's amazing.
That's so nice.
She's like a friend, you know, and I can talk to her about anything. I love my mother-in-law. She's a very
She's a support to you.
She's a support and she's actually a very nice woman.
Yeah.
Yes, she is. Like even when, you know, they were filming, many times I had to, you know, do scenes on her floor downstairs, and you know, it had to obviously restrict a lot of movement, and she was okay
All
with
supportive.
it. She was like, yeah, it's fine, you know, go for it. It's okay.
Like you said कि लड़ाई तो होती नहीं आपकी और आपके हस्बैंड में, बट आई
नहीं होती है, सच में नहीं होती है.
एग्रीमेंट्स तो
अच्छा
होते
है
होंगे.
ना, मतलब छोटी छोटी बातों पे आर्ग्यूमेंट्स
So
होती
who's
है.
the peacemaker?
पीस मेकर तो हम दोनों ही हैं. अच्छा आफ्टर चलो एक छोटी सी आर्ग्यूमेंट हो जाए, अच्छा व्हाट यू वांट टू वॉच ऑन टीवी, ही से एक्शन मूवी. हम फिर उस पे भी आर्ग्यूमेंट, एक्शन मूवी देखी नहीं, आई वांट टू वॉच रोम कॉम, आई विल टेल हिम दैट. तो उस पे भी आर्ग्यूमेंट. तो ऐसे छोटी छोटी बातों पे चलो फिर सो जाते हैं. बट वी विल नॉट.
तो सॉरी नहीं बोलता कोई?
सॉरी मतलब कोई झगड़ता ही नहीं तो सॉरी कैसे, मतलब क्यों बोलेगा. मतलब वी नेचुरली स्टार्ट टॉकिंग टू ईच अदर एंड देन वी स्टार्ट लाफिंग.
आई थिंक फ्रेंडशिप में होता है ऐसा कि नो सॉरी नो थैंक यू,
नो सॉरी नो थैंक यू, जस्ट हम वी जस्ट मतलब ऑटोमेटिकली वी स्टार्ट लाफिंग, यू नो, इट्स लाइक दैट. बट अगर आई एम सेइंग जेन्युइनली, अगर मैंने मतलब यू नो उसका दिल दुखाया, if you have said something, then I will call him up. If he's at office, I'll call him up and say I'm sorry. पहले तो हम सोते नहीं हैं on fight. If we are arguing or we have a disagreement that's like once in a blue moon, then I'll tell him that listen, sorry for what happened, you know, like that. But otherwise we don't. Usually we don't have any झगड़े.
समारा से तो होता होगा.
समारा से तो मतलब हेलो टीनेजर है. वो तो 1 minute शी इज हैप्पी, देन शी इज सैड, देन शी इज लाफिंग, देन शी इज क्राइंग. हमने ये हो क्या रहा है.
बट अभी उसकी ये एज है वेयर यू नो अभी वो लड़कों से अट्रैक्ट होना शुरू होगी और एनी जेंडर भी. वो अभी हो गया शुरू या अभी इट्स दिस टाइम?
Not that I know of. Okay. I'm sure. But she hasn't told me. So every time I tell her that, you know, Samara, when like it's very normal and it's very natural to have crushes, but tell me about it. You know, I will only guide you as your parent, as your friend, but you need to trust me and just come to me for anything. So that freedom I give her. That, you know, if you like a boy, tell me, we'll call him home, we'll take him for lunch or dinner, you know, it's okay. It's a very natural process. I said I did the same, you know, when I had a crush or when I liked someone, I told my parents.
And they were supportive?
Yeah. Nice. I never hid anything from my parents.
I think that bond is very, you know, needed in families.
So, yeah. I just feel like, you know, I never hid anything from my parents. I told them everything. If I had a crush on someone, I told my mom, you know, I think I like this person, or, you know, and yeah, I mean, it was very, very chilled out.
So, abhi, are you a protective mom?
I am protective, of course. As a mother, every mother is protective of their child. But like I said, I want to give her that freedom, and I want her to come and tell me everything, anything and everything, good, bad, ugly.
मेंटेन करना बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट होता है ना, कि कहाँ पे रोकना है उसे और कहाँ पे उसको, you know, to let her explore her own path.
Yeah, so of course I told Samara that, you know, I am your mother. You cannot cross that line. You know, you can't disrespect.
Yes.
You know, हमने कभी ऊंची आवाज में हमारे पेरेंट्स के साथ मतलब कभी बात नहीं की है. It was always like this, you know, like in a very sober, mellow tone. These days, I mean, I have seen kids, the way they talk to their parents, and I'm not in favor of that. So I tell Samara that Samara, growing up, we were always very respectful of our elders. सबसे आदर से बात हम करते थे, सबसे मतलब you know जी करके बात करते थे. हाँ नहीं बोलते, हाँ ठीक है, you know. नहीं. You have to be respectful of people, whether they are younger, whether they are older. And thing is, it is very important to draw that line again of respect. That look, this line you can't cross when it comes to your parents. You can tell me everything, but ये नहीं है कि mom के सामने आप कुछ भी कर रहे हो, you know. So certain things.
I thought सेलिब्रिटी किड्स थोड़े अलग होते होंगे, बट आई कैन फील कि नहीं, हमारी तरह ही होते हैं सब लोग.
नहीं, वी वर वेरी 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 रिस्पेक्टफुल, वेरी वेरी लाइक यार, इट वाज अ वेरी सिंपल लाइफ आल्सो बैक इन द डे. गैजेट्स नहीं थे, हम आउटडोर्स, हम एक्टिविटीज करते थे, बाहर खेल कूदते थे. वो क्या पिट्ठू लगोड़ी खेलते थे हम, छुपन छुपाई, कितने मजे करते थे हम, यू नो.
आजकल खत्म हो गया ना ये गैजेट्स की वजह से.
अरे दैट डे समारा's friend comes home and I thought चलो ठीक है, now company hai because she's the only child, you
Yeah.
know, so
She
when
needs company.
She needs company
Of
so
her
she,
age.
yes.
Yes.
So when she calls her friends, I swear they are all on their phones or iPads and talking to each other through their iPads. I'm like, wow, bhai.
That's a bad thing.
It's not nice. It's not healthy, you know.
It is not healthy for your eyes, for your mental
Yes,
health,
it's
for your
not.
physical health.
Absolutely. It's just
It is,
not.
I think, destroying people.
Yeah, it is.
Our podcast is helping.
Yes, it is.
It is not destroying anybody's
no,
life.
no, it's not for sure.
I'm not
I agree
against
with
technology at all.
I'm not against technology, but it should be used wisely.
Yes, you should only watch useful content like Bhavishyawaani.
Agree.
And especially this one. This is the biggest podcast I'm having right now. Big day for me. Okay, let's continue.
Let's continue.
So I'm sure कि समारा के फ्रेंड्स आते हैं और वो कुछ कुछ तो कर रहे होते हैं अपनी लैंग्वेज में, लाइक खेल नहीं रहे होते हैं बट कुछ
डिवाइस चला रहे होते हैं.
डिवाइस चला रहे होते हैं, आंखों में बातें कर रहे होते हैं.
जी.
कुछ ऐसा है जो समारा से सीखने को मिलता है आपको, आजकल के बच्चों से सीखने को मिलता है?
Actually, है एक. You know, she's a very good photographer. तो जब भी कभी भी collaborations होते हैं या मतलब I need pictures taken, I will ask Samara which angle, where should I stand, where should I sit. She knows the lighting also.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
So मतलब one useful thing, I mean something good has come out of, you know, using the gadgets. I feel.
YouTube.
हाँ जी.
YouTube से सीखा होगा ये सब कुछ.
हाँ,
और
but she's very
on her own.
Yeah, or maybe on her own, but she's really, really good at that, and I completely trust her judgment.
Wow, nice.
Believe it or not, but she's really good.
I totally believe it.
Yeah.
Today's kids are, you know, more.
They're something else.
Yes.
Yeah, they know it all.
Yes, exactly.
They know
मुझे याद है जब मैं when I was 13 or 14 year old, I didn't have any idea about.
तो लल्लू थी.
Exactly. I was only interested in कि आज क्या खाना है, आज कौन सा, आज मुझे कौन सा गेम खेलना है और किसको हराना है और उसने मेरे को कल थप्पड़ मारा था, आज मुझे थप्पड़ मारना है. तो ये सब चल रहा था मेरे दिमाग में. बट टुडेज जनरेशन इज टोटली डिफरेंट.
डॉल्स के साथ खेलते थे. मैं 13 में तो आई वाज़न्ट प्लेइंग विद डॉल्स. हाँ, मैं क्रिकेट खेलती थी.
I was never into dolls. I was into
I used to play. Killian, going. He's bored. He's left the
I
chat.
think he should sit here.
He should actually. No, I used to play cricket with with my friends, my brother's friends. हम एक साथ खेलते थे. ये नहीं कि लड़कियाँ अलग, हम अलग गेम के, हम सब एक साथ खेलते थे. बड़ा मजा आता था. It was different कि सिर्फ मैं फील्डिंग करती थी. बैटिंग का कभी मतलब मौका ही नहीं मिलता था.
I wish I could play with you.
अरे I was only fielding.
I was very good at batting, bowling.
Really?
I was bad at fielding.
Nobody gave me the chance only to bat. No, fielding करो. Okay.
तो टीम वर्क सीखा है ना वहाँ से, जो अभी काम आ रहा है इसमें.
जी.
अभी काम आ रहा है एक्चुअली बॉलीवुड वाइव्स में. कि ओहो कोई कितना भी परेशान करे, we have to be very
detached. But I'm also Mumbaiker.
हाँ, but
I've lived 26 years in Mumbai, 18 years in Delhi. So I mean, makes me more of a Mumbaiker.
मतलब you are on the Mumbai side.
Not Mumbai side, I'm on the fence. I've always maintained that I'm sitting on the fence because I'm actually sitting on the fence. I'm half Mumbaiker, actually more of a Mumbaiker. Born in Mumbai, grew up in Mumbai, education there. तो मतलब, and I love vada pav.
Even I love vada pav.
I love vada pav. But yeah, I mean, I've stayed longer यार in Mumbai. So.
But मेरे को ऐसा लगता है I also stayed in Mumbai for I think 5 years now. और वड़ा पाव was my favorite also because month end में और कोई option भी नहीं होता था वड़ा पाव के अलावा.
भेल पूरी खाई है?
सेव पूरी.
एल्को की पानी पूरी खाई है?
Yes, of course.
I miss Mumbai.
But मुझे ऐसा लगता है मुंबई में कोई एक बार रह लेता है ना, तो वो कहीं पे भी रह ले, वो she has to
very adjusting. Yeah.
Miss Mumbai.
Yeah, no, I miss Mumbai. I keep going back and forth now more because of mom. You know, I like to go back and spend time with her and all of that. But I miss Mumbai.
Okay. और तो दिल्ली टीम में फेवरेट कौन है?
You know, the दिल्ली में तो हम तीन ही थे,
पर
तो मैं दोनों को चूज करूंगी।
नहीं,
नहीं दोनों को, एक्चुअली दोनों को। I'll tell you why, because कभी my go-to person is Shalini, कभी my go-to person is Kalyani, you know, because मेरी equation अलग सी है, दोनों से अलग है।
All three of them are, मतलब all three of you are different person, but then you.
But sometimes, like I said, my go-to person, कभी मैं Kalyani, you know, I need Kalyani, like I need to ask her, and I know she will give me some advice, or Shalini will give me advice, you know. So it really depends on the situation. I will choose both the Delhi girls.
Okay. And Mumbai में?
Mumbai में also is very difficult because I'll tell you why. Most of them are my, you know, they are friends of the family. You know, Neelam has also worked with my father.
Yes.
Co-star.
My favorite is Neelam.
Your favorite is Neelam. But, you know, each one of them have a different vibe. Like Mahip is bindas.
Yeah.
She's a vibe. Love her. You know, like I call her like spirit animal and all. Seema's a chiller. She's also amazing. Great sense of humor. You know, Bhavna is the most sort of, you know, she balances things out. Neelam is proper. You know, so again, I guess, like I said, I have different equations with all 6 of them.
Okay.
You know, whether they are, whether, you know, it's the Delhi girls or the Mumbai girls, the OGs.
And if you have to choose anybody from the entire, you know, cast, if you have to, you know, lock yourself in one room with one of the cast.
Why will I want to lock myself with anyone now? Season is over. Show khatam.
Okay.
But
hypothetically,
I will say my husband. He was also part of season 3.
Oh no.
अब मुझे कोई शौक नहीं है किसी के साथ लॉक होना, ना उनको शौक है. So no, thank you. I will choose my husband. I'm most comfortable around him.
Okay. Okay, because you know, I have seen one episode where they were talking about LGBTQ also.
जी.
इसलिए मैंने पूछा कि क्या पता हस्बैंड के अलावा किसी और के साथ एक रूम में.
No, see, yes, there was a scene. Of course, I remember. But you know, honestly now, Bhavishya, I feel today everyone deserves to be happy.
True.
Everyone needs, you know, their mental peace, and mental peace is everything. Mentally you have to be happy. If someone is not comfortable, you know, being who they are, there are opportunities today.
Yes.
There are people who are supporting it, right? I mean, if someone has those, you know, opportunities available, and if they are able to avail them, then why not?
Yes.
You deserve to be happy. You have one life, yaar. Live it to the fullest. Why do you care about who has to say what?
Yeah, because it is, you know, maybe difficult to adjust in the society where so many people
Absolutely.
are not accepting.
Yeah.
And
But I think people have opened up now and they welcome the idea. I mean, it will take time, of course. But I feel that, you know, being happy mentally and being at peace with yourself means everything.
do you have gay friends?
Yes, I do. And they, you know, they make the best friends.
Are they different from what, you know, straight people are?
I
They are
don't
better,
know.
I guess.
I mean, we have the best relationships. I mean, like literally, we speak about everything, and very, very genuine conversations, not superficial. You know, so I don't differentiate. You are my friend. You can be. I mean, it doesn't matter to me. We connect. That's what's important to me. I need to connect with you.
Right.
You know, if I meet you the first time, if we don't connect, we don't connect.
Yeah.
And वैसे I cannot be fake. If I don't like you, it will be written all over my face. I don't like you, don't talk to me. But if I like you, I will make you feel like you are indispensable. Means I cannot do without you.
It is so important to speak about these issues.
Yes.
don't you think it is so important to speak about these issues ताकि सबको पता चले कि यार it is so natural to like anybody in this world. मतलब बचपन से हमें सिखाया जाता है if you are a girl you have to like a boy. अगर आप लड़का हो तो आपको लड़की ही पसंद करनी है, सब कुछ करना है. But then it is so important कि हम इस बारे में बात करें और
It is.
accept करें जो जैसा है.
Awareness है. People are more or less now, warming up to the whole idea of acceptance. I think it's fine as long as it makes someone happy. Like I said, one life, live it to the fullest. Don't care about what anyone else has to say.
Right.
You need to be mentally at peace, mentally happy, and it is what it is.
Right. So I think I'm loving what you're wearing today.
At leisure. Because there's a nip in the air.
Okay.
So I'm wearing this because I tend to feel very cold.
But do you always go for branded clothes or you are okay, buying anything
Not
from
at
anywhere?
all.
Maybe Delhi Heart or...
Yeah. Listen, all my life I've shopped at Fashion Street, Mumbai, Colaba Causeway. They were literally my most favorite shopping streets.
मुझे तो बहुत अच्छा लगता है कि यार इतना सस्ते में सब कुछ मिल रहा है.
वही तो ना, बार्गेनिंग भी बड़ा मजा आता है, बार्गेनिंग.
अच्छा.
I love
वो तो आई थिंक लड़कियों के खून में होता है.
200 100 कमती करो बड़ा मजा आता है.
मराठी ऑल्सो.
हाँ हो
ओके.
आमची मुंबई गो.
तो एंड ऑल्सो अगर आपकी बॉडी अच्छी हो तो कुछ भी पहन लो, सब कुछ अच्छा लगता है.
नहीं, I'll tell you why. The thing is, I have to wear certain clothes that literally, suit me. मतलब I consider myself a conservative dresser. I don't wear anything short. I don't know why. पहले से मुझे खुद पसंद नहीं है. मैं इधर तक तो ऐसे कपड़े नहीं पहनती हूँ. I wear crops and everything, but I don't wear short clothes. I mean, only on holidays. I wear shorts. That's
Then
it.
what's the use of yoga
I
then?
don't know. I know, but that's what all my friends tell me, that thoda skin dikha. So I've started showing skin and all. You've seen me. Matlab, I went full throttle wearing off shoulders and all. But on the show, off shoulders and stuff. But I don't know why. I mean, I should experiment a lot more wearing a little, shorter clothes. But I just, personally, I don't like it only.
But why did you choose yoga?
Yoga. I'll tell you, a thing is, I have always done some form of physical activity. I have, when I was studying in London, that time I used to work at a gym, at a center.
Achha.
And I used to get free classes there, aerobic classes and all, because I was very, very into fitness, So I've been working out since I was 17. Every day, कुछ ना कुछ.
मुझे नहीं पता था कि कपूर फैमिली में भी बच्चों को काम करने की जरूरत पड़ती थी. 17
नहीं, मैं करती थी. Because I wanted free classes, so I used to work at that leisure center in
ज़्यादा ही
London.
हमारे जैसे नहीं है लोग. सब कुछ जीना चाहिए.
मैं बोल तो रही हूँ, मतलब we are very, very simple people. शक्ल से maybe we look like, but no, we are very, very simple.
No, I can sense it.
All heart, bro, all heart. नहीं, but so I've always done some form of physical activity, swimming, gym, aerobics. Then my journey with yoga started when I got pregnant with Samara, and I didn't want to do, because it's very difficult. I wouldn't say it was a difficult pregnancy. It's just that I was very uncomfortable. That's when I started yoga. I never looked back. So now it's been 13 years since I've been doing. It
also improves your mental health.
Absolutely. It just helps you to just sort of completely block out everything and just calm your mind, and just calms you. Meditation is so important. I may not do asanas and all every day, but I must meditate at least for 5 or 10 minutes, which I want everyone.
And do breathing exercises?
Breathing तो करना ही पड़ता है दिल्ली में भाई. अभी देखो, this is the pollution.
Yeah.
Even now I've started. I encourage Samara also that you must do yoga with me. If you don't want to do asanas, at least do thoda breathing with me. 5-10 minutes a day, more than enough.
Okay, somebody like me who's just starting yoga. What advice would you want to give? मुझे योगा करना मेरे को करना है actually.
No, you should. Of course you should. Anyone can do yoga at any age, But start slow. just because someone else is doing headstand, don't expect the same. That एक ही दिन में you will be doing, different.
Headstand?
Yes, I can. I can do headstand. But see, I've been doing also for a long time, and the thing is, I don't consider myself a pro or
तो
anything.
शबान से पहले हम headstand करेंगे.
बिल्कुल जी, फिर वो करेंगे. लेकिन go slow, do it according to your, I mean, जितनी आपकी capacity है. Don't push yourself, but of course, yoga also requires a lot of dedication, and you just need to do it for yourself. End of the day. And practice, of course.
But then it is not just yoga, it is not just Bollywood vibes, it is not just entrepreneurship. You also design jewelry.
Yeah. Yes.
कैसे इतना सब कुछ क्लब कर सकते हो आप?
And taking care of a teenager also.
And
Making
not
sure
fighting with the
everything's-
husband also.
Not fighting with the husband
and loving mother-in-law.
and loving the mother-in-law. No, but she's a very, very, I love her a lot. But taking care of the house, and that is just a part of my life, but that is not my life.
And also having
this is my
child.
life. Bhavishya, this is my life. That's just a part of it. My family is my life. And I've always maintained it. I'm a homebody. My me time is spending time with my family, because we literally we have no reservations. We don't hold back. We laugh. We do everything together. So that is my that's what I enjoy most.
But you have seen Bollywood so closely. You were born in Kapoor family. Is there anything that you dislike about industry?
No, I don't dislike anything like that, but it's just that that you miss spending quality time with your loved ones, because everybody's working back to back shifts, 2 to 3 shifts and all. So the quality time now you can't spend. Like, I still remember growing up, dad used to work back to back, different shifts. Mom was with us, but then he used to make it up over the weekends, where he used to take us for over the weekend he used to take us for lunches, dinners. But that's what you miss. Like, now I miss spending more time with my brother and my sister-in-law. But that never happens because everyone's so busy now, whenever I'm in Mumbai. But we make it up somehow. So it's just the quality time. Otherwise, I think the industry's fab.
I've also seen Ranbir teasing you on little things. कि मुफ्फट है and
But matlab, he knows. I mean, I'm a real person. I can't be fake. मैं ड्रामे नहीं करती हूँ. I don't pretend. What is here is here. What is here is here. That's how I am.
And one thing you love about the industry?
The industry. I love everything about the industry. I mean, I've literally grown up in a family that's been in the industry.
Yeah.
So the industry has given my family so much. So I respect the industry a lot. There is a genuine love for the industry that I truly have.
That's why everybody wants to, be a part of it. There's something
but there's a lot
special.
of hard work also.
Yes.
It's not just glamour, and it's not just fame and the money. There's a lot of hard work, dedication, So
Yeah. Okay, now बहुत हो गया serious discussions. Let's have a fun round. Let's have a rapid fire.
fun.
We have Samara with us.
Hi.
I guess this is your first podcast also.
Yes, it is.
I want to know so many things from you about your mom and your dad. You can't help her. What do you like to eat?
Nothing can beat sushi.
Have you tried asparagus?
It's very bland. I don't like it.
You want butter chicken sushi?
Butter chicken sushi.
Okay, what is your mom's most annoying habit?